Look, there's a lot said about Donald Trump's diminishing cognitive ability. Some of it, I think, for clickbait. Some of it to gin up attention for views. Some of it, though, I think is legitimate. And yesterday was a moment that I think is a glimpse into what we have to look forward to in the future relative to Donald Trump's incompetence. And I want to tread lightly because memory loss in old age is something that impacts millions of Americans and their families. And it's not something to mock. I have a problem with that particular aspect of it a little bit because I don't really care about mocking Donald Trump for any malady or problem he has because he attempted to end democracy in America. He is of a unique, evil sort of character in our history, and I don't owe him any deference or respect at all. Having said that, I by extension don't want to mock him and then have someone else feel like they're being mocked. But it's a real serious problem in a democracy where we already have a cult-like atmosphere surrounding this guy, where no one's going to say, oh shit, we got a problem here. He's starting to fall off the edge. And listen, if Joe Biden had rambled like Donald Trump rambled in the Oval Office yesterday, talking about astronauts and their hair and being in a relationship in space, I mean, just the media wouldn't have let it go for a month. Jake Tapper would have been on CNN. Oh, harumph, this is very serious. Oh, we've got a real problem here. But because it's Donald Trump, it's just crickets from the peanut gallery of corporate media. That's just Trump. It's just a big joke, hilarious, when it's Donald Trump. First, I want to point to this article from NBC News. I'm just going to read the headline here. Astronauts versus Musk. Public spat ensues over claims that politics delayed a flight to Earth. Elon Musk has made unfounded claims that 2 NASA astronauts were left on the space station for political reasons after their Boeing spacecraft ran into problems. So this was a question asked in the Oval Office by a journalist. I think it was Peter Doocy who asked the question. The guy who wouldn't have a job at a fucking Jiffy Lube if not for the fact that his dad's last name is Doocy and his first name is Steve, and he's the rising star at Fox News who hosts Fox and Friends. That's why the goober Peter Doocy has a job. No other reason. So this whole thing about the astronauts, I wanted to give you context that one, they're not stuck there. It wasn't a political thing. Biden didn't decide not to go get what are they talking about? All of this is just lies and conspiracy. And even the astronauts have said that. Elon Musk is trying to mix it up with them the way he mixed it up with the Thai Navy SEALs who rescued those kids in that watery cave that time, however many years ago. So this is not a political thing at all. Elon Musk isn't our savior. He's not going to save the day. And they asked Donald Trump the serious question, and he just rambles like a madman. He rambles like he is in either the early stages or in the throes of a cognitive episode. Women, man, microwave camera, whatever the nonsense was. This is what we have to look forward to because this is only going to progress. It's only going to get worse. Watch this.
Yeah, Peter, did you have one more?
I did, yeah. They have these 2 Starliner astronauts stuck in space for 8 months. Have you spoken to them?
They left them alone. Biden left them up there.
And what do you know about that?
I know everything about it. I said, we have 2 astronauts that are stuck in space. I have asked Elon, I said, do me a favor, can you get him out? He said, yes, he is preparing to go up, I think, in 2 weeks.
What do you know about how this went down? Because he's saying that the Biden White House was offered some kind of SpaceX rocket to go get these guys, and they said no.
That's what I heard. I can't tell you that, but that's what I heard. But Biden was embarrassed by what happened, and he said, leave them up there. I would have said, if you're embarrassed, you got to get them out. Elon is right now preparing a ship to go up and get them.
I'm sure that they will see this in space. What is your message to
We love you, and we're coming up to get you, and you shouldn't have been up there so long. The most incompetent president in our history has allowed that to happen to you. But this president won't let it happen. We're going to get them out. We're coming up to get you. I've authorized Elon. I said, can you get them out? Because, they've been left up there. I hope they like each other. But maybe they'll love each other. I don't know. But they've been left up there. Think of it. And I see the woman with the wild hair, good solid head of hair she's got. There's no kidding. There's no games with her hair. But, and there's a danger up there, too. They can have some failures up there that would be very bad. You got to get them out. So I've authorized Elon a week ago. I said, we have two people up there that Biden and Kamala left up there, and he knows it very well. I said, are you equipped to get him? He said, yeah, he's got a Starship, and they're preparing it right now. And so Elon is going to go up and get him. Should I go on that journey just to be on the ship when we stop?
If that's an option, yes.
If that's an option, says Peter Doocy, yes, Donald Trump, you should go onto the Starship that only hours after this was filmed and questioned in the Oval Office, one of Elon Musk's SpaceX Starships exploded in the atmosphere and rained debris over the Bahamas. So yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Donald Trump. You could do the old George W. Bush thing where you land a fighter jet onto a carrier, except you'll do this in more grand fashion. You'll be the first president to go into space. You should do it. You should do it. Is this what passes for journalism now with these right-wing outlets? What do you know about this? Have you heard about this? Donald Trump, yeah, that's what I heard. As though he's not the president of the United States with access to the highest, most intense details relative to intelligence gathering and just basic reporting, technologically reporting about what's going on in the atmosphere. Yeah, that's what I heard. Oh, I read that on Twitter. Jesus. But do you see the problem we face in the future? Because one, nobody around him is going to sound any alarm bells. He's going to be talking about, think of it, and I see the woman with the wild hair, good solid head of hair she's got. There's no kidding. There's no games with her hair. It's just more existential crisis, existential dread related to the damage that is being done and will continue to be done because there is a cult that surrounds Donald Trump, a protective hedge, and they will not let information. I mean, look, the good thing is when Donald Trump stops appearing before the media, we know what's up. I mean, ultimately, that's going to be the signal. That's going to be the heralder of all the things that we fear is when he stops being as public. It's because he's gone. He's melted. He's done. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. What are your thoughts? Please consider supporting this work. If you appreciate what I do, if I bring you value on a day-to-day basis for $2 a month, $2 a month, you can become a channel member. Click the join button below. See what's involved after you've subscribed, which is free. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. Both those are great ways to help support this work, as well as going to dollemore.com and checking out the merch store. You can also link to Brittany Page's show and our podcast, which you should subscribe to. It's a little different than this, not as buttoned up. If you think I'm a loose cannon here, you're not. If I'm too much for you here, I'm going to be way too much for you on the podcast. Anyway, I love and appreciate you very much. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. And I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine. Take care of one another.